And so for Casemiro, I think obviously looking at the way our setup is and the midfield options we have, I believe Casemiro is the only one we can trust currently. That's in between Casemiro, Ugarte, and even Lisandro Martinez. Right? I think Casemiro is the one we can trust to give us an edge in terms of pushing forward. Really, because when you look at Casemiro's game, and not just even this season, but when you look at Casemiro's game, even under Eric Ten Hag, even when we were playing a 4-3-3 in the midfield, Casemiro has that tendency to push even from his normal position to push forward. And so when you look at this season, I look at some of the matches we watched, like even against Brighton, for example, when you look at it, even against Bournemouth in the first half, you see that Casemiro has the ability to push us forward as a team, right? And to play in certain upward positions, right? So I think we will be depending on him to be the one, in my opinion, to be the one to push higher. But as I said that now, the downside to that is the fact that we should not expect to get Casemiro for more than 45 minutes. So each game, I think we should just bank on 45 minutes of high intensity from Casemiro. And in the halftime, we have to make changes. That's the issue. Because after the 45 minutes, as you saw against Bournemouth, after the 45 minutes of that high intensity run, we might not have the same Casemiro for the second half, right? Or we will not even have, because we already know what we were expecting. We will not even have. So we have to look at the fact that if he does that job for us, we have to just ensure that, it's just for the 5 minutes. So also, but he can be helped also in that forward movement with the likes of Messi Mount, the likes of Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha, as we said in the last game, had the ability to come deep, carry the ball, push forward. But it's not every game you get to do that, because if you look at Aston Villa, as I said, the spine of Aston Villa was weak. That's why Cunha was able to do that. But when you meet different oppositions that are strong there, you're not able to do that. So we have to find that balance in terms of how Casemiro pushes forward and how the two guys, the two number 10s or the two inside forwards also assist in that forward and backward movement. So, but another thing about Casemiro that is going to add to our team is the fact that it's going to help us in the verticality of our play, because look at that second half against Aston Villa, we lacked a little bit of verticality. It's not that we're not vertical, but we should be more vertical when we have a Bruno Fernandes. So that's one of the things he gives us in terms of the way, the edges, using our angles well, right? So, but Casemiro also can do that. So it's someone that also you can see has the ability to put a long pass across and to make us to use the verticality of our play.